cosplay. My name's Noelle. I'm not a professional, but I like to cosplay. If things go well here, feel free to use it as a tutorial. If it goes horribly, horribly wrong, learn from my mistakes. Today, I'm gonna try and style a wig for the first time, and the character that I'm gonna be styling the wig to resemble is Charlie from Hazbin Hotel. This is what she looks like, and this is her hair, and I'm gonna try and make it look like that. Try. So I have my phone right here. I'm gonna be using it as reference. I have tissue paper. I don't think the red is gonna work because it might shine through. I'm gonna try and add volume and shape it. I have multiple hairsprays. I also have a box of various like paper towel rolls and paper, like little newspaper, just in case I might need it. Here's the wig, and this is an ankle weight so that it can counterbalance whatever I'm doing to the wig, and like if I'm pulling this way, I don't want the whole head falling back on me. You know what I mean? It's also on various boxes so that you can see what I'm doing. Let's get started, shall we? Just so you know, I haven't seen any videos on how to style wigs or anything like that. I'm just gonna try my best. The only thing I know is it's not real hair, so don't overheat it, otherwise it'll melt. I have this wide tooth comb. Let's start by brushing it up, because it looks like a hot mess. I'm gonna flip this around actually, so you'll see the back. What are you doing? What is this? What is this hair in your face? Beautiful. Let's see your face. Okay. Don't fight me. Ah! You're losing your beautiful curls. So now that the wig is combed out and frizzy looking, I'm gonna try and style it now. By the way, you may have noticed I have two different colored eyes right now. One is black, the other blue. This is my natural eye, and this is wearing a contact. The reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to see what my eye would look like with the black contact, because that's what I'm gonna wear with this cosplay anyway, and just kind of test it out and see a difference. I got my contacts from uniqueso.com. Yes, this is sponsored by them. I really like their products. I think they're cool and they're affordable and they work for me. If you've never worn contacts before, definitely go see a doctor first. But I personally really like their product, so I reached out to them and I was like, hey, can we strike up a deal somehow? Because I use their contacts all the time. And they agreed. So if you have been thinking about getting contacts and you don't know where to go, if you've been thinking of cosplaying or just for funsies, you wanted some colored contacts, and if you want to save some money, use the discount code SCAREACTOR. Yeah, probably looks weird because I'm not wearing both of them right now, but I wanted to see the difference. Back to the task at hand. So this wig is already kind of curly and her hair kind of poofs out. I just want to add more volume. Let's see here. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I'm trying to separate it into a section of hair so I can wrap the hair around this. All right, here. That's so obviously in the hair. I don't know how people do this. I should have probably watched a video first. Here, let's make this smaller. Let's work in smaller chunks and just add a little bit of volume. Maybe if I just leave the tissue paper in like this for now and spray paint the heck out of it. Not spray paint, hairspray the heck out of it. Maybe it'll stay in place. A curler, I think that might come in handy. Okay, so the way her hair goes, it like swoops, covering her left eye. I can do that. Yeah, this is not working. Well, a little bit. That smells good. No, you stand up. I'm gonna pin the tissue paper to the mannequin head to give it a good lift base, but I'm not gonna leave the tissue paper in the hair itself. Ooh. Okay, this is what I did. I don't know if you could see, you probably can't because it's super overexposed, but basically I pinned tissue paper underneath the bangs because I want that lift. It's really stiff, but it does cover the left eye. I think that would be kind of cartoony and cute if it, you know, resisted gravity. You know what? If I get the bangs right and the rest of the hair wrong, I think I'm okay, right? Okay, I am putting it at the lowest setting, which is 180 degrees Fahrenheit, in an attempt to not melt the wig. Curl it like this. I kind of want to up the heat on this because it is not doing a whole lot. I don't want to melt the wig, but I do want something to happen. This is difficult. So I'm gonna style using these little duck bill clips just to position the hair where I want it to be, because there's a lot of hair here and it's gonna be hard without sectioning it off. Like exactly what I want it to look like. I want to add volume. It's like her hair waves forward on the side, but in order to make it look realistic, it's got to come out a little bit too, right? I don't know. Oh, it's pretty. So it's got like a slight wave here. I will have to make it a little more subtle of a wave for the wig because I don't have thick hair. Like there's not a lot of hair in the wig. It's long, but there's not a lot of it. So if I try to poof it out too much, it would look too thin. So I think I might have to go a little more of the realistic looking cartoon. As long as she's got a bit of wave there, I think I'll be okay. I'm gonna stack this in it. So I'm pulling a little bit of the hair, little section out on the side. I'm gonna cover the tissue with it and just try and cover the tissue paper as much as possible with the hair. Tissue paper is really hard to work with, you guys. It's like poking out everywhere. I'm trying to make it into a little ball. And slipping it in there. And then duck bill. Duck bill is gonna go as in as it can. There we go. So I hope that the tissue paper is only temporary. I hope it won't just get stuck in there. While I'm here, let's do the bangs again. Whee! Make sure I'm spraying the right way so I don't spray myself in the face. I feel like people are just gonna scream at me like, "What are you doing, Noelle? That's so stupid!" I'm trying to fill in the gaps. There's not enough hair here. What I don't like about this hair is when I try and lift it up, it doesn't do it evenly. Like a lot of hair will go to one side versus the other, so I can't just push it up and hope for the best to add more poof. I hope that makes sense. Like if I just push it up like this, like there's so much space here versus other places. So I can't do that. I'm gonna add more hairspray. I'm gonna take the duck clip out and see if there's any hold to it. There's a little bit. Oh my god, it's so sticky though. Ah! There's this one space that's really exposing the tissue paper, and I feel like once I remove the tissue paper, it'll look really weird. I don't know if you guys can see, but this tissue paper here underneath, the thing I'm using to add lift until the hairspray can hold its own, it's exposed. So once I pull it out, I feel like it's just gonna expose the side of my face, and I wanna fill it up more with the hair, but there's not enough hair to fill it up with. I think I could pull the tissue paper out. Nope, I was wrong. This is a bad idea. Don't use tissue paper. It's pulling because of the hairspray. The paper's kind of melting, and it is sticking to all the hairs, and so the hair is losing its shape again. So I pulled the tissue paper out. This is the result of that. It's just a mess, basically. So I'm gonna try and fill that gap where I just pulled the tissue paper from. But because there was so much hairspray used, all the hair is sticking together, almost undid all the work that just happened. So I'm gonna try and fill that gap that I was talking about earlier, and then use the duck clip to create that lift again. What I'm doing now is got rid of the tissue paper entirely. That was a bad idea. Learn from my mistakes, everybody. But I'm using the duck clip to create that indentation in the hair and to create lift to the hair. And in order to keep it in place, I actually added a little pin here that's sticking into the styrofoam head so that the duck clip doesn't slide down with the hair because the gravity and all that junk. So that will only work as long as I have the styrofoam head there. But this longer hair here has nothing to pin to, so I'll figure it out. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I have these rolls. Let's try them. I don't know. It's worth a shot, right? So, in case you missed it, I used a piece of a paper towel roll and I added it underneath the hair, but a little further back so you don't see it in the front. You could see through it, but you can't really see what it is. And that's adding some volume going outer from the head, like away from the head. I'm creating that indentation with the duck clip again. I'm gonna hairspray the heck out of this. Bangs! I'm gonna add the hair tie now. This is the hair tie I'm using for her because it's black and it's thick enough that you can see I'm using one. I'm scared to put it in now just because I don't know how working on the rest of the hair is gonna shift the hairs around that are inside the tie, but it'll at least help me figure out what I'm doing here. I have more hair coming out from the bottom of the tie because there's some shorter hairs here and I want to be sure that they all are within the tie. I'm gonna scoot this up a bit. There we go. Adds a little bit more volume. Yeah, some of the loose hairs are coming out already. I'm not gonna bother with the tie right now then. It is essentially a roller. It is essentially a hair roller. I'm gonna use another duck clip and I'm gonna actually clip it to the paper towel roll part that I cut so that it can get underneath it a little bit more. This is the hairsprayed bit, that first wave. I'm creating the second wave here. I clipped the paper towel roll underneath the hair here, clipping it like this and rolling it like that and just giving it a little extra oomph. Actually, I should clip from the other way to give that indentation. Here. Boop. Make sure you get all the hair. Spread it out. Roll it under. There we go. And that creates like a little bit of another wave. I'm trying to add a little bit more volume here, like this. And then I can pin the other side of the paper towel roll to the styrofoam head up here because I want a lot of volume. So I'm gonna pin. You can't really see it. Actually, the cardboard is really thick. Okay, there we go. Boom. There we go. And now I'm just gonna hairspray it again. Okay, I'm gonna cut one like slightly bigger, I guess, than the others because we're getting into the fuller part of the hair. So this one I just need a little bit more volume. But I'm doing the same thing as I did before. I'm putting the hair over the paper towel roll that I cut and putting the duck clip through the paper towel roll and clipping the hair to that and then rolling it underneath to create that poof. So this is where the first paper towel roll is, this is where the second one is, and this is all hairsprayed. So we're working just underneath this one. See how it's creating a little bit of a wave? We want another wave right here. We got a little bit of wave going on here. It's going more out here than out this way. It's more perpendicular than parallel to the face. This one's a little more parallel to the face than out. And just giving it a little variety, I guess. This is where the other paper towel roll is. Spray that a little more because I really like how big that wave is. But we're gonna try and create another one that looks like it's going out like this more too. So I got my paper towel roll, I got my clip here. Boom, clipped. And I'm gonna try and roll it so that this hair can create a wave. I'm gonna let it blend in with the rest of the hair like this. And it's okay that this one's not as severe a wave because, like I said, she has a lot of hair right now and she only really has the 3 waves in the picture. As long as it is shown. So I'm gonna put the tie-in. Hello. It was super professional looking. I want it ultimately down at the bottom here, but this is just to keep this in place while the hairspray is trying to hold. I'm really worried about the spray getting on the tie because I don't want it to stick to the hair, but I do really like how this wave is coming out. So I'm gonna spray the bejesus out of it. If some hairs are out of place, I'm just gonna lightly brush them back in. I don't know how people normally style wigs. I'm literally just looking at this going, where does it need to be? And where is it now? Where does it need to be? And how can I get it there? So while that side is drying, I'm gonna work on this other side. I'm gonna do the same tactic on this other side. Just once. I don't need the 3 on this side, I think, and I don't want to ruin what is already going on over on the other side, but I do want a little lift just so that one side doesn't look overly cartoony than the other one. And that should add a little bit of volume. Now to spray. I'm gonna take the paper out from under the bangs now, because I think it could stand on its own. Yeah! Okay, so at least we have the bangs coming out a little bit. Pins! Oh, pins! Oh, I was sitting on them! Okay, so I'm putting one of these bobby pins into, the duck clips are holding the volume, but I want to use the clip to add more indentation while it's still solidifying with the hairspray and stuff. So I want to just go in and add a clip here to keep the hair in that little wave shape, that little indentation. This wave looks so messy, but I don't know how to fix it. So I took this paper towel roll out because it was causing the hair to spread thin across it. And I don't want individual strands. I want like a wave of hair. I don't want like individual strands of hair in lines across it. So I took that out. I'm grabbing the pin that was in it and just putting that back. And I kind of like how it looks right now without it. Actually, it's got a pretty good wave. I'm just gonna add this little pin, this little clip where the other duck clip was, where it was creating that indentation, to hold that indentation until it can stand a little bit better on its own with all the hairspray. So you see how it was pretty thin here? Let me see if this will do anything. Just, oh, okay, that works, that works. I just wanted to close that gap a little bit more. Adding that little pin there helped a little. And take another pin, and this is creating a little bit of a wave where I want it to be, but this isn't coming out like I want it to either. So I'm putting this pin through this roll up a little higher on the hair to create it to come out a little more, but I want it to be more up here. So I'm gonna try my best. Add that little bit of hair that wants to escape there. That should add a little bit of a wave to it. And hopefully when all the hairspray is said and done and set in place, when I take this out, it'll fall a little bit, but that wave will stay there. Hopefully it won't stick out like this as it currently is, but it'll fall a little bit. That's all I want, is to create this indentation, this wave. Spray underneath too. I think it's coming along nicely. I think I'm gonna add one more little wave on this side maybe. Just using the same tactic as before. I'm rolling it up. I gotta brush it out. Oh no! I hate brushing it out because it like tugs on the hair that's higher up and it might ruin some other work that I did up there. I guess the lesson there is to work from the bottom and then go to the top. So I guess pinning it to the head is not really working because it comes out of the styrofoam, but pinning it with this, like using the duck clip as the base. How do I explain this? So you have the roller, and then you put the clip in the middle of it and then roll it up so that the clip ends up being underneath it, and that creates that bump there. And then pinning with this on the top so that doesn't roll back out has been working. So I prefer that. I'm not gonna hairspray this side as much as the other side because the other side seems to be more important in the picture that I'm using. This side, I want it to slightly resemble the other side so it doesn't look like I only styled half of a wig. But also the wave that I just created here is a lot more tight than I want it to be. So I'm using a little less of the spray here. I still want it to keep some shape, but it doesn't need to be cemented in place. I want it to fall a little bit once I take everything out. So I'm gonna leave it like that, but I'm gonna spray everything else in the meantime. I totally got some hairspray on my phone. I'm gonna wait for the hairspray to dry a bit and go in for a couple more layers of hairspray and then put the tie in and see what we got, I guess. So I've decided to use my hair dryer for a little bit on the warm setting. Okay, let's take it out and see what we got, I guess. Let's see if any of it will come out because I just sprayed everything with so much hairspray. Watch it all just fall flat again. I would cry. Everything is sticking to my fingers. There's so much hairspray on everything. This is the OG duck clip. This is the one with all the spray on it. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, it's so crusty. I think this works. Let me take the ankle weight off of this so that I can lift this up and show you guys. Let go! Let go, Velcro! Oh god, no, Velcro! Don't work with anything with Velcro if you are working with wigs. That was more of an ordeal than I would have liked for it to be. I actually had to cut some of the hairs out. Like, that almost ruined everything, I'm not even lying. But it didn't ruin everything. This is the completed wig. I'm pretty happy with how it looks on the mannequin head right now. Let's try it on, shall we? I think I need to like pin this side back, but I don't think it's so bad. This is what the back looks like. But that's Charlie. I think I got Charlie's wig. I don't dislike it. I think it's still a work in progress. I think I could have done better, but yeah, like you could definitely see the waves. And that's good. They're holding shape. Yeah, I think I could definitely use this for the cosplay. Wig complete. I think this was a fairly successful experimental cosplay. I got the wig I wanted. I think it looks good enough to use for my Charlie cosplay. I think the heat helped a little bit from my curling iron and the hair dryer, but the thing that created the waves the best from what I did today were the paper towel rolls with the duck clips paired, like tucked underneath, and another bobby pin pinning it so that it doesn't unroll. Have plenty of hairspray. If you want to see the completed Charlie from Hazbin Hotel cosplay, feel free to follow me on TikTok at Charge and Die. That's where all my cosplay will live. Or if you don't have TikTok but you do have Instagram, follow me on Instagram. There will be pictures and some of my TikToks will be posted there too. Thank you so much for joining me as I try and figure all this out. This is my first time styling a wig. I don't think it came out that bad. Definitely could have been worse. I'm excited to keep trying at it with other wigs that I have that I still need to style. Hopefully you learned something from this. If you found this helpful or entertaining in any way, please give it a big thumbs up and a comment below and let me know what you learned from this, if anything, and what other things you'd like me to try for the first time. I'm still really new to cosplay and costume stuff, so pretty much everything is new to me. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already if you're interested in more cosplay and scare acting content. Also remember, if you're thinking of getting contacts, colored contacts, or wigs, feel free to check out uniqueso.com. If you're actually going to purchase something, please use the code SCAREACTOR for a little discount. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!